Afternoon, everybody's. Gosh. Oh, crap. All over. Oh, I'm frustrated today. Very frustrated. I just. You know the days you're just not in the mood to do anything? Today was one of those days. Typically on a day, I will be running around in the area like crazy. One person needs something, so I help them. The other neighbor needs something, so I help them. That's basically my day all day, each day, every day. And I've been taking a little bit of time here and there to do my stuff. But I just didn't want to do anything today. I feel great today. Didn't want to do anything. And I decided to stay in. That was until the afternoonish. I stayed in. Then my neighbor, I'm gonna call them, they decided to come over, and because of the last time when they were eating up all my power, it's in a cubby that opens, and I've locked it. Before it was unlocked all the time. You could easily just unhitch one side and open it up, and I had no problem with leaving it unlocked. But I was letting them use it for over a month, and I gave them warning that they're not going to be able to use it anymore. They got to get their own solar panels. They got to get their own power. I need the power for me now. I want to be able to use my power. So it's been getting locked, and I guess they didn't know I've been locking it because they came over to use it without telling me. And I was in bed and I heard the click. Like you hear a little click when you turn the one lock. The other one's a lock. It's got a key for it, so that's locked. But then there's a switch on the other side. I heard that on lock. I'm like, someone's trying to open that. Got up, went outside. I was like, how you doing? Oh, it's locked. I was like, I know, we discussed this. You had to get your own panels. It was over a week ago. Oh, well, we just needed some power. It's like, unfortunately, I'm not letting you use it anymore. In fact, I'm using it right now. I'm in bed I was playing a game, honestly. Today I felt fantastic. My mind is fine. My head isn't throbbing. So I decided to play some games today. And I did for most of the day. Until my neighbor showed up. Asked me if I wanted to go get water with him. And I've been out of water for a few days. So I went up with him and we got some water. And we saw the other neighbors here getting water. And then they were being... they had like 40 jugs there they were filling up. There are two spouts. One is a slow spout, one is a fast spout. They had this fast spout. They had just got there, unloaded everything, and we just asked if we could bump ahead of them to fill up two large water jugs before them because they got 40. They said no. So we ended up using the small spout. Took a while, but we got it done. And it was kind of crappy of them, but doesn't matter. It's done. I come back, get back inside, and the neighbors came back over, this time with their kids, and they were trying to guilt me into giving them my power again. They had their kids say, "Can we use your power, sir?" My mommy and daddy says they wanted you came. They brought us here to ask you to use your power because we want to play the tablets and we're bored. And I was like, "Yeah, no, kids, this isn't gonna work. The guilt isn't gonna work on me. Your mommy and daddy have to get their own power." And I don't like when people try to guilt me like that. That's just disgusting. I even straight up told them to the parents, I just want to play my game today. I don't want to do anything. And I can't do that when you're taking all the power. My system isn't enough for you guys, so yeah, I said no. And they said, you're very selfish with the power. I said, I'm very selfish with my power. I've given you options to go get your own. It's a short drive away to go get all the things you'll need. And they said, well, we can't go that far, and the Canada Post won't deliver. Yeah, because they're on strike. For the same price you get online, you get go to Matheson and pick it up. Just drive for 20 extra minutes to go get your stuff and you're set up. I'll even help you set it up. But we don't want to go that far, and you're just being selfish with your power. Bitch, I don't care. That's good on you, hobo. That's good on you. Always share the love. But no, like, here's the one thing is, and then I'm in the camper playing my game, and then my other neighbor, Jason, he comes down asking me to come up to his place to help him finish up his house. He wants me to seal in between all the gaps on the floor with spray foam. I'm like, I don't want it. Not today. I can tomorrow, or when I get back. Today's not my day to do it. I don't feel like it. I'm not doing it. But this is my house. I need my house done. It's like, I understand that, but this is stuff you can do yourself. You take the spray foam bottle, you stick it in the hole, you pull the trigger, and then you move it along. You can do it yourself. I'm not doing anything today. Not today. I always come up when anybody asks. I'm always busy helping people. I want this day for my own. I feel fantastic today. Let me just take a relaxed day for when I... Let me use a day with, I feel good today, and I just want to relax and waste my day relaxing. But with that is, I don't know. But I'm locking everything up tomorrow when I leave. The camper doors are getting locked. All the windows are getting locked. Everything's getting locked because tomorrow I'm heading into Toronto with my other neighbor. With my neighbor Ithamar. He's heading to Toronto because there's a Canada Post strike. And he's got to go down towards, he's got to stop in at Sudbury to pick up a free wood-burning stove, which is going to save him $400, which makes the whole there and back trip worth it to him. That's how much it's going to cost him in gas, him $400. So he gets a stove for free, and he's going to pick up some more solar panels for his camper and his system. And I get to tag along for the ride and pick up my meds. Leaving sometime tomorrow. I don't know when. I feel pretty good right now. Yes. Oh, no, that's the thing. I can only do so much in one day, and I'm just not feeling it today. I just want to relax. I ain't helping anybody with shit. But, they still expect everything. And their main argument about not getting their system already is they can't get a good enough system. They only have $500 to spare. For $500, the guy in Matheson will sell you a charge controller that can handle 2 panels with a 440 watt, 48 volt panel and a battery. Yeah, it's only 20 amps, 20 amp hours, but it's a battery that you can charge all your devices on and not having to, take all my power. And my system isn't good enough yet. I have to add on to my system. I have to figure out where I can get an extra $200 to add 2 new panels onto mine so I'm good for the winter. But I'm just... Every day it's something, and the day I want to relax, I get called selfish. I get the guilt treatment from not one person, but 2 people. Well, a family and a person. Actually, that's not quite true. Marcus. The Tim Hortons in Northern Ontario are pretty good, especially in the smaller towns. But that's because they're not hiring temporary foreign workers. They're spotless. Their coffee is hot and fresh. They'll make you a new cup of coffee to order. It's kind of a funny story. We went into town today. We went to Iroquois Falls today to hit up the spring. Me and my other neighbor filled up all my buckets. Went into town and I checked out the thrift store when I'm there. There's an amazing thrift store in the falls. Oh my God, I love it. I had no money, so I just went in there with a check. And there was this woman there. She just bought a chair and she's waiting for someone to help her bring it out. She looks at me, hey, could you possibly help me bring this chair out? I said, yeah, sure, no problem. Grab the damn thing, walk it out the front door, load it into her van, and she's like, oh, so thank you very much. I couldn't have done this myself because I had to unload some stuff out of her car, loaded that in, load those into the back seat, give her dog a pat on the head. She was a very sweet German Shepherd. And then she's handing me $10. Like, no, 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 I can't. I mean, 2 seconds worth of thing. I don't want the money. Then she grabs my wrist and puts $10 in it, closes my head and says, "Thank you very much." She was an older woman. So I took the $10. I had no choice. Treated myself and my buddy to a coffee. Then we went back to the thrift store because when I was in there, I noticed they had a book section. There's a massive room full of like a library's worth of books, and I picked 2 books out because now I've got I had $7 to spend on books, and I asked them how much are these books. The girl working at the counter looks at me and says, "Oh, the books, yeah, as many as you can carry for $1." I was like, "What do you mean?" Just as it sounds, nobody really buys the books. So if you want the books, $1, anything you can carry. I was like, I got a bag here. It's one of those, those very large grocery store, reusable grocery store bags. I got one of those. So you're saying I can walk there, swipe my arm down the aisle, and load the bag up full of every single book it can possibly carry, and that's going to cost $1. And she says, "Yeah, here's your dollar. Walk back there and just scoot books into that bag, stuffed it full." I think I got near 70 books and novels and all this stuff, and walked out very happy for $1. So now I'm set for books during the winter. Yeah, nobody buys the books from the thrift store. They're not like the Goodwill thrift stores. They're not price gouging. I wish I could show you guys, but I'll post the pictures that I found online. But they've got a white number 8. It's a sewing machine from the 1930s, completely cast iron, for $80. I don't have $80 to buy it, but I'm gonna go buy it when I go back there to sell it. I told them, that thing there, you could get a couple $100 off of. You throw it on eBay, easily $200 to $300 or more. I can't, in good conscience, buy it without telling you this because it also funds the food bank in town. But they say, "Oh, we know we price things fairly." It's like, I'm going to come back and buy this at the end of the month, and I'm going to put it straight on eBay. Like, it's okay, we know it's going to happen, but holy crap! Got home, I took pictures of the damn thing, and started price matching it. You won't believe how much that sewing machine goes for online. The last sold listing was $1,200 for this exact model. It's got the whole bench, got the bench it's built into, and holy crap, $80. I'm gonna get the dang thing, and I'm gonna resell it. Of course, I think I'll do the right thing if I can get it, and it'll be a quick sale. I got the picture. I think I might put it on the internet right now and sell it that way. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll do that. That's actually a really good idea. And I'll do that. If I can get $1,200 out of the damn thing, I'll keep half the money, but then I'll take that $600 and bring it down to the thrift store and donate half the profits. Oh, he said he's had it for the last 6 months. Nobody has bought it. Nobody in that small town appreciates older things. Like, all the people in that town are like very old or teenage and pregnant. No, Jeremiah, here's the thing. I think it would be morally wrong for me to keep 100% of the profits because that thrift store, 100% of the profits from that thrift store go to the local food bank. And honestly, I've used the food bank a couple times, and it saved my life a couple times. It would be wrong of me to keep everything for myself. I think I'll do the right thing and give them half of it. The other one they had is, you'll remember this. You guys remember the Power Rangers? Of course, who doesn't remember the freaking Power Rangers? The original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I gotta show you this picture. But you know that thing you always wanted as a kid, the Megazord, the one that's like 3 feet tall, and it comes in all the individual trucks with the box, and you can morph all the dinosaurs into like one into the Megazord. They've got one from 19, like, I think it's 1996, from the original Power Rangers, the toy, with the box. It's like an $800 toy they're selling for $10. And they've got the original freaking packaging there. And like they know they want $10 for the damn thing. I'm gonna tell them, you guys can't keep operating this way. You gotta hire me. I'll find all the stuff that's worth the money and post it on the internet for you, so you guys can actually get real value and do proper funding of the essential services of this town. Okay, so here's what I say is, if I'm to buy the thing and it's still there at the end of the month, I'll pay $80 for it. Okay, I'll list it for, like, the last sold one is like a $1,200, $1,300. I'll list it for $1,000. Start the bidding there, and I'll subtract the money I've spent for it, so I get that back. So let's say it sells for $1,300. I'll take $80 out of that, put that in my pocket, and I don't know, it'll be buyer pays shipping, so another $100 on top of that for shipping. So let's say I walk out with $1,200 profit, less the $80, so $1,300 profit, less the $80 I spent into it, so that's $1,220. Honestly, it would be wrong of me to keep all that, because I don't. Yeah, I need the money, but in all honesty, I would use that for. I'd rather give that kind of cash, at least half of it, to the store, because again, it goes towards the local food bank, and those places are essential. They're needed. And $500 goes a long way. It could help feed a lot of freak people. And $600, that's a lot of money to me. I'd be able to get all the solar panels I need, get the system up and running, get some extra rock wool for more insulation on the camper, and I don't know, have enough food for next month, be able to do a big grocery shop for the next month while getting all the stuff I needed. That's all I really need. And plus, I would be able to feel good about myself because I did a good deed. I would I'd get myself. I'm not much of a drinker, and December's coming up very, very quickly. December 15th. Mark that day in your calendar, people, because we're going to go live in the evening. I've got a tradition on the 15th of December, every December. I buy myself a bottle of whiskey, even though I hate the shit. And I drink it over about an hour or two, because that's the day my grandfather was, yeah, my grandfather died that day. And kind of one of those things got to do to, toast the old bastard that raised me. Hobo, not much time went in it. I was there anyways, and it doesn't take much time or effort to take a couple pictures and post them online. That's what my grandfather drank 2 full glasses of whiskey every single day of his life until the day he died in his hundreds. It was his drink, and it's the day he died. It was the 15th of December. And I do it every year since he's died. It's the only time of the year I'll touch the shit. And I get myself a Mickey. And I sit there outside drinking it underneath the stars when nice and cold. And I just toast it to the old bastard. I can't not do it. It's just saying to the old man, I still think about you, still love you. Not to mention his freaking stogie. Holy crap. You know, especially on 2 days, two times a year, he'd get the really good like $100 stogie, the big fat ones that are like this, and chomp on that for like the entire day. But he always had his freaking Colts. He smoked 2 or 3 Colts every single day. Colts cigars, except on his birthday and Christmas, where those stogies were these $100 Cubans that he did every single Christmas and his birthday. I swear that's why he lived so long. He preserved his body in alcohol and cigars. How you doing, Moore? Come here, Moo. Come here, Moose. I'll throw it. You drop it. Drop it. Gotcha. You've been captured. Yeah, no, that's I swear that's why he lived so long. I don't want your kisses. So don't you look at that camera. You're not allowed to look at that camera. Don't you do it. Oh, I miss my grandmother's cooking. I keep trying to get the time to do it, but I swear my grandmother made the best French fries on the freaking planet, and they're so simple to make. I just end up doing something else, unfortunately. Just get yourself some plain old russet potatoes, cut a couple of them up into the fry shape, throw them into a jar, 1 part vinegar, 8 parts water, with a full white or Spanish onion, some minced garlic, salt and pepper. Seal it up, let it sit for a week, drain out everything from the contents of all the liquid from the jar a week later, pat them dry, and fry them in. She used beef tallow, and when they came out, you didn't need any seasoning on them. She still put a little bit of pepper on them, but the vinegar and the salt penetrates the fries. It feels like you're eating these super crispy fries that taste like a malty oniony vinegar, like you would get at an English fish and chip shop. It's just you don't add the vinegar or salt to it. It's all penetrated deep inside, and they're so freaking super crispy. And oh, I miss my grandmother. Or though the one that gets me is Denoza made it once, or pineapple upside down cake. I miss my grandmother's pineapple upside down cake. Dude, it's nothing about an exact recipe. Literally, 1 part vinegar, 8 parts water, a palm full of pepper, palm full of salt, and an onion. That's it. That woman never measured. It was always a palm full, like the center palm right here, like of pepper, salt, and that's it. I haven't had it yet. I haven't had time to go up and get there. Whenever he's here, he's busy, and I can't just go there to do it. But he's been going to the hospital a lot lately in Timmins to visit his wife. She's got, I think it's dementia, so she's not mentally well. So I can't. He's not, when he is around, like today, he was here, but we went up to we went to the spring and to town to get a few things for him and some water. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I did a good deed today, and she forced me to take $10. We got coffee, and I got at least 60 books. We went to the thrift store. I still got $5 left. See, that's $5 left. I got me and my neighbor got a couple coffees, and we went back to the thrift store. And like, I'm gonna go back to that books that not it's not a bookstore, that thrift store. As many books as you can carry for $1. My my winter reading list is getting bigger and bigger. No, honestly, don't worry about donating. The only things I need right now are unnecessary things. Well, they are necessary, but they're not detrimental. The only thing I need in the world to make my life better would be another freaking solar panel. Two more solar panels. I need to get 2 more solar panels very, very soon. That's just so I can, you know, have enough power during the winter to charge the batteries up for the nighttime and stuff. But that's not a now thing. Oh, Big J, so do I. I end up reading a lot. The dog doesn't like me when I read. I was trying to read a little bit earlier before I came out, and she just kept barking at me. Um, I don't. I know you can. It's just getting the motor to do that is not an easy task. And I've been looking at the wind generation systems here. We get a lot of wind here, but not right where I am. Anywhere I could set it up. If I could set it up about 500 meters into the field, I'd get plenty of wind. But right where my camper is in the front of my lot, I've got this here, all these woods. I get no wind. I wouldn't be able to put it up high enough to take advantage of any wind. And the solar, I don't need much power. If I can get if I can charge for 4 hours a day or less with what I've got, I'd about make it through the night. But I'm just not getting, enough power to power. If I can add another 200 to 400 watts of power a day into my system, so that's 2 more panels, that's about $150. I would be getting enough power to last no matter how for a lot longer period of time, for like 24 to 48 hours. It's just my system kind of screwed up. User error, honestly. One of my panels burnt out. Yeah, let's not go ahead and order anything off of Temu. Hey, Moose! Where'd you go? Moosey Moo! Come here, Moosey Moo! She just wandered off. I hear her. Come here, Moosey Moo Moo! Come on, good girl. Come on, Moosey Moo. Come on, good girl. I see you there. Come on. Be a good girl. Come here. If you don't listen to the next call, I'm coming up to get you. You're going to be in very big trouble. Moose. Come here. Yeah. You know you're in trouble, don't you? I don't like having to call you. You're going to get yourself killed. There's wolves all around us. Yeah, no, I've learned. I've made the error. When I bought my first charge controller, I cheaped out. And it burnt out really quickly. And that caused one of my good panels to blow. And that's a waste of a panel. So the panel's out of the system, and I've got a new charge controller from a very reputable brand for dirt cheap out of an old camper. A company does reclaim stuff. But got it for dirt cheap, and it works better. But now, unfortunately, one panel's out of the system because it's dead. I've got to replace that panel eventually. And when we planned out the system, we figured out how much power I needed, and I was just right here. Here is perfect. I was right about here, and now I'm like down to here out for my needs. It's in Ontario, if you know where the Timmins area is. About an hour and a half north of Timmins. Uh, Micheng 607, the panel completely fried. The capacitors in it. So the panel is like, one here on the inside. There's two capacitors right here. They burnt out, and they sent the power went got backlogged into it, and you can see the little lightning bolts through all the whole panels on the top there, like the electrical burnout for the panel. The panel itself is no fucking good. There's no salvaging it. I could replace the capacitors, but all the cells are burnt out, unfortunately. It could have been worse. It could have been all my panels, but I will accept, that. I will accept losing the one because the other three are still okay. Yes, I love you. I love you too. I love you too. Fuck off. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. I don't want your kisses. I don't want your kisses. Oh shit. Ah! I'm being assaulted. I'm being assaulted. I need an adult. I need an adult. I don't want your kisses. There we go. Shoulder dog. Yeah, no, she always does this. She likes to get a better view of her surroundings, and I just happen to be something she can jump on. She's hunting. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. I know, I love you too, Moose. Yeah, no, this is it's one of her favorite places she's still small enough to do it, to climb up on me like this, and she takes advantage of it. She's got one of her toys she massacred. Can you not sit on my head? Yeah, actually, I made one of my grandmother's recipes today for dinner. Hamburger stew. Pretty much hobo stew, if you guys know what that is. Ground beef, vegetables. I only had carrots and potatoes, so I used carrots and potatoes. A little bit of soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, some ketchup, and some mayo for the creaminess. Mix it all together, cook it for about an hour, and let it stew. You got to put some water in it as well, but stew it for about an hour after you've browned the meat off, and on some rice. It's fantastic, and that's my meal for the next couple days. Tomorrow, I don't know when I'm leaving. If I have time to stream, I will. But tomorrow, I am. My neighbor across from me is heading to Toronto for until he says he's going to leave sometime on the 11th to come back. So I'll be either back late on the 11th or early on the 12th. But I'm going to go pick up my meds when I do that. Moose is coming too. And we're having a Canada Post strike. He needs to get a small wood burning stove for his camper. I got to show you his place sometime. It's amazing. He's got a 1960s fiberglass Winnebago style camper. It looks like a submarine, but made out of fiberglass, and it's white, and got a little bit of the psychedelic colors to it. So I'm thinking the 60s. I'm thinking the 70s. But his place is amazing. But unfortunately, Canada Post is striking. It's impossible to get mail whatsoever here. He needs more panels, and he needs a wood burning stove. So the panel shop in Toronto he can get the panels for cheap. And when he's down there on the way to make it worth it, for him to buy a wood burning stove up here is going to cost $400 to $500 for something usable. On the way down, he says he's going to stop in at Sudbury because he's found one for free and it's all ready to be installed, all the flutes. So he'll pick that up to make it worth it. Instead of having to spend $500, he'll use $500 worth of the gas to get there and back, get the wood burning stove and his panels all at once, and let me pick up my meds just so, it kind of balances the books. Yeah, I think he's been planning a trip down there anyways for a while. Our post office has been on strike for the last 3-4 weeks. That's good for you, Moore. That is so good for you. I'm glad you got it. I'm just saying, be very prepared. Whatever you think you need more. You're not coming up. No. You're not jumping up. But I am going to grab you, and I am going to hold you. How do you like it? How do you like being a... Huh? No, I'm on your skull. No, I'm hanging out on your head. How do you like it? How do you like it? Now I'm a shoulder human. Does this bother you? Am I bothering you? There's my upside down dog. Hey, Robert, if you need people to chat and hang out with, you should come join the Discord. If some of the mods want to post the link, I'm trying to get her active again. We used to do a lot of games and whatnot, but I've had lack of power, lack of internet, lack of everything to do stuff. But that's mostly, it's getting solved more and more. What the fuck is this? Is that birch paper? Where'd you find birch paper? You are a good little dog. But yeah, Robert or anybody else, you're welcome to join that. We're trying to get the Discord active. I'm trying to get the Discord a little bit more active again. We used to do a lot of game nights there and just general chats about anything and everything. It was really good, and I think it's gonna really kick up again during the winter when everybody's stuck inside. Fortnite, yeah. I can definitely get Fortnite. Again, my video game sessions for that have to be during the daytime. And it's not an often thing I get to do because of prior commitments, I'll say. But yeah, I'll definitely do that. You know my PSN, my name. I don't do any gaming on my phone. That's just for, YouTube stuff. But yeah, sometime tomorrow, I'm going to be completely unreachable for at least 24 up to 48 hours. Hey, Moose, if you don't be good, I'm going to leave you here tomorrow. All by yourself, defend for yourself. I'll let the wolves get you. Go get it. Go get it. Gotcha. Now what? Now we can do Moose. 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 Moose, I caught you, fair and square. Any game, like really, I enjoy any game. Most of my gaming again is been limited to Discord games, but I have a PlayStation that I use once in a while. I've posted it as a community post there, my PlayStation friend code. Anything that's free on the PlayStation Plus membership, because I still have that, I can get. And we do Discord games. Discord has their own set of built-in games, like Letter League, which is Scrabble. It has its own Minecraft ripoff, and they've added a bunch of new ones. We really got into that. The Scrabble, Settlers of Catan. Holy shit! There's a game we were playing called Polytopia. That's not on Discord. But we've had a few good gaming nights where, we're all screaming and bloody murder at each other, having a good time. So, yeah. And they also have Uno. Yeah. And again, I think it'll start picking up more in the coming weeks and months, because it is getting a lot cooler out. And most people like to hang out inside. Did you just kill a mouse? Oh, that's not a mouse. It's a piece of wood. But yeah, so I'm not going to push this very much. Supers are cool. They help out a lot. Help me, at the end of next month, it helps with, stuff. And if anybody wants to, I'm trying to eventually get a new solar panel. There is a PayPal donation link in my bio. Don't feel obligated, but everything does help. It'll help go towards. I need to get 2 new panels to add to my system. What do you want, Moose? Yeah, there's also train tracks for the Northland, like right over there, right across my woods. I'd say it's about 400 meters in. It cuts right through the middle. And one of the major shipping lines. I believe this one goes straight from here to Quebec. I know. Whoa! See? That's why you're a crazy dog. You fell. I'll help you. Okay? Just don't fall. Yeah, that's why you fell. You're trying to lay down on my shoulder. You're crazy. There you go. I got you. Oh. Don't be... You're going to hurt yourself. You're a small dog. You're not a German Shepherd. You're not an Akita. You're a very tiny puppy. You're not a Doberman. You're basically... You're a Dorito of dogs. You're going to crack and crumble. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, you want to fight me? I'll fight you back. I'll fight you back. Oh, no. Yeah, you're a vicious animal. You're a vicious animal. I'm so scared of your teeth. Yeah, you're really biting me. Ow. Ooh, you're really vicious. You're so vicious. Huh? You're so vicious. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're vicious. You're so vicious. Sorry, I lost. Oh, see you, Jeremiah. I lost myself messing with a dog. Puppy butt. Nah, man, it's Nothing needs to be donated. It's just saying I don't do that here. Never will, never have. I don't like the idea of, getting paid to be like, oh, hey, XYZ person, you gave $5, so yay! I'm never going to do that shit. Same with drink. Fucking those guys who say, I'll take a shot for $5 of alcohol. I'll never do it. I won't do that shit. That is like some degenerate crap. That is like the most degenerate crap you can do. Well, hey guys, the Discord link is there. She's getting laid out. I want to get some sleep in soon because I might be leaving early in the morning. I'll see you guys in a couple days. If I can. Oh shit! Did you just jump up there to jump down? But yeah, please join, and I'll see you guys later. Hopefully we can get some games going in the don't jump on me, in the very near future. I can't throw if you don't drop it. I can't throw it if you don't drop it. Are you just trying to keep it away from me? Yeah? You guys take care. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye.